What I have here is I have basically the list that goes through building your or advancing your novice character into a level 0 thing. Okay, so um, first thing is you're going to go ahead and pick the. You're going to add a +1 to your combat mastery. Okay,
Okay.
so you're going to go over to your Pokemon sheet and stuff, and then you're going to go ahead and add a +1 to your attacks for your starter Pokemon, and a +1 to your saves to your Pokemon. So usually in DC 20, like I said, you have your combat mastery, and that goes up by 1. And then it also translates, I believe, if I'm correct, into your
Wait,
attacks
no.
as well as your save DC. Okay. So actually, let me go ahead and go through here with this character sheet. Pull this up. So for our Pokemon sheets and stuff, we have it kind of built up a little differently. That's one of the things I didn't really put in there was a Combat Mastery, which is probably something we could put in for our trainer sheet. But basically, we will probably be taking that Combat Mastery +1, and we're going to be putting it into the attacks, giving that a plus. So hers originally was 2, she gets a +3. So originally at Novice, she was at 2, now she's at 3. Same thing goes with her save DC. Her save DC was at a 12, and now it's at a 13. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to go through is your class mastery. So if you know your class, then you get mastery in certain things, okay?
Yes.
So you are playing as a monk.
I am.
So you get your class mastery. So basically you get mastery in weapons as well as light armor.
Which I already have.
So in this realm stuff, when we're playing, we're trying to learn how to kind of put in Pokemon into DC 20. So we're kind of just trying to pick and choose and try to play it safe. So I believe light armor. I don't know what the bonuses are on that. If you can take a look up it real quick.
I
Let me double
think
check.
it's just +1 to the HP.
I think it is a +1 to the HP. Right. Let's go ahead and go int.
Or not to HP, but to PD. Sorry.
Yeah, PD.
+1 to PD.
Okay. So light armor. Let's see where it would be at. Light armor. It looks like you're going to be getting a PD bonus of +1. PDR nothing.
Yeah.
Unlimited and yeah. So yeah, you have now your PDR goes up. So your Pokemon, starter Pokemon, since they have that light armor, they get a +1 to their PDR or PD. Let's go to the next thing. So you either gain your stamina or your mana. So in novice or in level 0, you're able to gain now those. So you either get 2 mana or you get 1 stamina. That 1 stamina for, and that will be on your trainer sheet. Okay.
Yes, yes. I got
So like I said, oops, your trainer sheet is going to be the one that is going to have all of this, and you're able to spend it on any of your Pokemon. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and play it through as like right now you do have those 2 Pokemon. Okay, the one that you caught that we had test ran, as well as yours.
I don't have a character sheet for that one
So yep. So that one will be starting into the novice, and then this one right here, yeah. But yeah, you can spend your stamina either for that one or for that one. Okay, as well as in mana. The next thing that we're gonna go ahead and go through is your class flavor. 2 things actually. Class flavor, first of all, you get. So whatever your class flavor is in monk,
Okay.
it should say yeah. You
Yes,
got it.
I can enter a state of meditation during short rest, and I can choose 1 charisma or intelligence skill. And when I complete the rest, the skill mastery level increases by 1 for the chosen skill until you complete another short or long rest.
Cool. So
That's pretty cool.
part of getting a level 0, you get that class flavor, as well as you get 1 level 1 class feature.
Okay.
Okay, but it cannot be you cannot add a stamina kind of thing. You can't be like, oh, you get add additional stamina for the class. That can't
Right.
be an ability that you can choose. So okay, while you're doing that, let me go ahead and keep going. So basically, when you move on to level 0, like I said, you get the combat mastery +1, so that goes toward your attacks as well as your saves. And then the other thing is you get your class masteries and stuff, so that's your weapon proficiencies or your light armor proficiency, or I'm assuming it's proficient, with these with certain things, mastery in it, um, as well as shield is spellcasting, depending on what class that you're going to be playing as, and then the stamina and the mana increase, okay, or gaining the stamina and the mana. Then the next thing is going to be the flavor, getting that flavor from your class, as well as gaining one level class feature. And then, like I said, you cannot pick the stamina feature. And then we'll go over toward, um, if you're picking a martial, you're going to get 2 maneuvers. And then if you're picking a spellcaster, you're going to be getting 2 spells from your class list, your school, or your tag. And then hybrid is obviously is going to be able to get 1 maneuver and 1 spell. And I believe the spells are for any, really. And then second to last thing, you get a starting equipment. So you get a shield, an armor, or weapon. Okay. And then last thing you get is you get a +1 to your skill point, and you get a +1 to a save point to save. Okay. So, like I said, we were running our game the other day and stuff, and it was fun. We were still trying to kind of, like I said, figure out a lot of how the converting it all into Pokemon, and my players are slowly starting to catch some of their Pokemon. So what we have is our player has just caught a ghost Pokemon. She doesn't know fully what it is, and so it's going to be starting at level novice. Even though I battled her and I ran it at probably a little bit stronger, it's going to go transfer over toward being a novice for her, and it will then be trained under her class, and it will gain any of her benefits. So part of the mechanics of it is really what I'm going for is you are training your Pokemon with your abilities. So say if she's a monk, her all her Pokemon are wearing karate suits. That'd be a good way to do it. Just kidding aside. All of her Pokemon are going to be like that aggressive monk style, and gradually as they go, they'll start from the novice level, and they'll just have that base level things. And it's kind of, I think it's kind of nice because you're constantly remembering how to build a novice, how to build a level 0, how to build a level 1 and stuff. And the focus is not, I'm thinking on like leveling up your main starter Pokemon, but just leveling up your Pokemon all in general. You might be at level 4 or 5, and gradually you're working to get these other Pokemon leveled up to catch up to you. So it may just extend the game a little bit more. We played a group game. It wasn't too bad. I think one of the challenging mechanics is figuring out how to have multiple battles, because we had a battle the other day, and it was between my wife and another person, and I could have had the option of making it an initiative, but I wanted to make it a skill challenge. But I also didn't want everybody to be in this battle, because everybody would just be rolling either for attacks or spells or whatever and stuff. And so I kind of gave them the option to kind of just do whatever you guys want to do while this battle is taking place. But I do know that there's more that is needed, maybe encouraging them or kind of talking influence-wise. So, but yeah, so it's like I said, it's a learning process. One of the other things that I was kind of running into problems with was, so my players would say what they wanted to attack. So I believe one of my players said they were using they're a druid. They're playing as a druid, and they have a little firebird. So she's putting out her druid abilities where it kind of the plant comes to life or something. And so we ended up switching it because she's a fire type. We changed it from being a grass type druid domain kind of thing to a fire type thing. So instead, she made some fire sprout out and stuff and start covering up the wall to block the enemy from leaving. So just trying to like make it talk to the players and stuff, and trying to transfer that information over. I personally, there's the option of making up abilities for each Pokemon, and I'm kind of against it just because, and giving them to my players just because I feel like I don't want to make all that. I want them to be able to kind of figure out things on their own. I want them to use it, do a book on their own, and figure out that. So I try to leave it up to my players in their own hands, and trying to convert their class over toward their Pokemon, And sometimes if they don't know, then I try to encourage them or help them to like say, hey, how does that look? So originally, like one of my buddies, he had a net, and he attached that to his Pokemon. So now there's a net that he can use. Well, instead, I mean, he's playing an Abra, so we're using a magical psychic kind of energy of a net rather than a actual net. So yeah, just trying out different things and stuff and seeing how this works. It's a bit of a challenge. It's a big jump from fantasy to the Pokemon world. You know, it's interesting, but we're having fun with it. We're kind of like learning it and growing from it and stuff. So yeah, how is it going?
It's good.
Cool. Let's move on to the next then.
I actually like to have it printed out, but then I'm flipping through papers.
I know.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, so what I went ahead and chose is the monk stance. I get 2 stances. I picked the bear stance and the cobra stance.
Gotcha. So, like I said, oops. One second. No, get out of there. So, like I said, when you get your abilities and stuff, basically what we're doing is on the trainer sheet, we're writing down just a base amount. So there are some things I probably got to add to this sheet of things that you guys get. So obviously, you get a flavored weapon, so you can choose what weapon you want to give your Pokemon and stuff. Okay. So originally at level novice, they don't unless they take the natural ancestry, the natural weapon ancestry. If they don't take the natural weapon ancestry, then they are hitting no damage at all, and they have to for base damage. Yeah, but once they level up to level 0, now they can add a weapon. Okay, whereas at the novice level, if you took in that ancestry, you would have gotten 2 weapons. You know, a claw and a scrap. You know, different things, a bite and a claw. But yeah, you get at that level 0, you finally get that weapon. You can now add that plus that 1 damage on every hit. Did you already get that one?
Yeah, well, his fists are gonna be his main weapon. He's a Machop.
Gotcha.
So now he has plus 1 damage. And I can add properties, right?
You can also add properties to it. Yeah.
How many properties do
I think it's 2 properties.
Yeah, we have 2 points to use.
2 points to use on the property, so.
Wow.
Yep.
Yes.
Try not to go into it too much, just write it down and we'll have it saved for later. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, basically she's able to pick the weapon and add it to her Pokemon. So now she has the fist that does the 1 damage and also does those 2 properties. Okay. And then she also gets her class features, all the classes. So basically the flavor as well as the 1 class feature to choose from level 1. Okay. And then the combat mastery plus 1 goes up and you get an attribute. You already put your attribute, right, to one of them? That was another thing that you get.
Okay, so I get plus 1. Okay, now I have
to one of the attributes. Yeah. So basically, when your trainer, your starter Pokemon and your trainer are the same. Your whatever you get, it gets the same for your starter Pokemon. And like I've said before, your other Pokemon, when you catch them, you can give them however you want to. So say if you gave your Machop, who's your starter, a plus 1 in their might, you might do this different on level 0 for your Golem. He might have different. He might have more of a charisma or something. Okay, it's optional for you to choose. Okay, so now you're like, oh yeah, this is what these are the things he gets.
Yeah.
He gets your class feature that you choose. You get so it's kind of fun to you know what I mean. You can mix and match and do different things. I think as we slowly get more Pokemon and get used to doing this more, you'll learn how to add those abilities to your Pokemon as they level up.
Yeah. No, what I'm just trying to figure out for this is like the heavy property, which is it takes both of my points, but it requires the 2-handed property. I don't quite know how that
we were running into that problem with the 2-handed property and stuff.
Yeah.
Correct. So
because, I mean, he's got the fisted. It's not dual wielding.
Some of these properties are out of the realm of which we can't. You know what I mean? Like
right.
The 2-handed property, I think, was a challenge and stuff.
Well, no, it was dual wielding that we were.
Yeah, dual wielding.
But that's not. That's more on the.
Pokemon don't run around with weapons or anything, so it's like most of them don't.
Yeah, the dual wielding's more the person who's handling it.
Yeah.
I suppose I could do.
Leave it open.
So we'll just do the impact property then.
Yep.
And then I think we'll also do guard.
Yep.
which gives a +1 to his PD.
Yep.
Okay. So then his PD is gonna go up.
Yeah, because some of them make sense.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like his arms can guard, and
yeah.
also his can do additional damage and stuff, and gets.
Something underneath this. I'm poking holes like crazy. Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
No worries. Anyway, okay, so we get the weapon property, and then I get to boost an attribute.
Yep.
I will do.
Yeah, an attribute, and then you also get to add 1 skill.
Okay.
Okay. As well as you get to do I believe it's a save. Yeah. So, she's making her character sheet in there, and in the Pokemon sheet. You're all done?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just clean up. So in the Pokemon sheet, on your trainer sheet, you should be able to write down all your notes that you would have on the back and stuff of all what abilities that you have. This is what we have for it. And then on the Pokemon sheet, you're able to then take some of those abilities. So I know you learned some abilities, correct? And you've written them on the back of your trainer sheet?
Yeah, I wrote them down more in detail actually on the Pokemon.
Gotcha. You've written it out more on the, okay. Mm-hmm. So basically in the front of the Pokemon sheet, it has your attack, maneuvers, spells, and cantrips and stuff, okay? So you can also write it in there. Mm-hmm. And this is mainly not like fill it all in what it all does, but basically write it down, and then kind of right next to it, write down what it would transfer over to Machop. Like, what would it look like? You know what I mean? Is it just, I mean, for you, it might be easier because it's just a stance.
Yeah, it's a stance, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to get into this stance or that stance. You know what I mean? So, cool. Easy. But some might be a little bit more challenging. So, if it was like spells, like a lightning bolt for a Pikachu, obviously it's a lightning bolt. But like a lightning bolt for a bit more like firebolt for any other Pokemon. But yeah, so this is where you would write it out in. And then once you get your weapons, you would write them here. So if it was bite, and now you have that base damage, you write it, and any additional properties that you want to add to it. Okay, cool. So she just leveled up. So basically, I put it at 100 XP for the leveling up. They made it too, and we usually just do it for story wise. Like once you kind of, I feel like you guys gotten a long ways. I'm like, yep, just level up, do 100.
Okay.
So. But she does still have a Pokemon who is novice level, so it's going to have to work up its way up to 100 as well. And you probably do that by battling Pokemon and just giving them. So, the next level for it, let's go ahead and do just 200, okay?
200, okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Cool. That should be good. Wheel.
Awesome.
I think we did it.
Yes.
Cool. So we built a level 0 Pokemon. Yeah, feel free to, if you guys have any questions and stuff, you can always leave them in the comments. So.
Alright. Yeah, you managed to log in just in time. I think we're about done here.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
For our Pokemon thing.
Do you want to? Are we gonna test it out?
Yeah. You ready?
Okay. Actually, you logged on just in time.
Yeah. Let's do this.
We're gonna try out some of these new Onsi skills, hopefully. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Let me change it a little bit. You feel confident?
No.
No.
It's all good. No, it's good.
Does your Pokemon take any damage or anything like that?
Yeah, he did take quite a bit of damage, actually.
Okay, because you were in the caves and stuff, and you got caught at Golem. And,
oh, well, yeah. Well, that one I think I took...
Yeah.
1 damage. Actually, I don't know if I took any damage that time. But we played last night, and I took damage from the ghost Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, like, I don't know how we're going to exactly flavor that all out.
Yeah. Just go ahead and reset your health and stuff. Like I said, we're still trying to like learn and trying to balance out our characters and learn how to play Pokemon and D&D, DC 20, whatever. And
Okay.
so it's a bit of a challenge to kind of go back and forth.
All right.
Maybe
So
just leave
reset. Perfect.
it down.
Alrighty.
Let me go to my likes. Let's see. Cool. Okay. You are just leaving the cave. You have reset health. Cool.
Yep.
You have 2 Pokemon now in your possession. You are making your way down the road to go meet up with Professor Oak. He has been chilling it up in his house and called you over for the big game. Okay, the big battle that's going to be taking place. Okay, you're running a little bit late. You maybe bought a snack from the market not too far away.
Yeah.
And
Gotta keep Machop happy. Machop always wants snacks.
yes,
Machop is like me. He's the snack king.
Yes.
And he's always happiest when he's eating.
That is correct. And as you are racing through, you all of a sudden know that to make it in time, you need to cut through these grass areas and stuff, okay? Situations.
Yes.
Yep. You see what appears to be a bunch of just people on the road, okay, blocking the way to Professor Oak's house. And it's going to make it very difficult. You know, every single one of them wants to battle, to level their Pokemon up. And you are not in that kind of vibe right now, okay? You just need to get to Professor Elmster.
Anybody who has ever played the Pokemon video game knows exactly what kind of situation I am facing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it should be good. It should be good.
Yeah. You start cutting through the grass as fast as you can to get toward that direction. And then with that, you let's go ahead and make an agility save, please.
Oh, I'm so glad I picked that. It's a 5.
Cool.
Okay, come on, dice. I did not test roll my dice today, and that was the mistake. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta have at least one d20 that likes me. Which last night was 1, and this is apparently a different one.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll for initiative then. All of a sudden, as you fall forward into the dirt, you kind of look up, and there you see this figure kind of standing above you. He then laughs at you. Ha! I bet you were thinking you were going to get away.
Yeah,
Ready for a battle, kid?
Okay, 19. Oh, wait, sorry, 21.
For initiative?
Yes.
Perfect. Yay. But like, knees, but I'm not. I wish I could show this off. I had like a camera set up and I was like, yeah, this camera is so cool, but now I can't use it anymore. Let me see if I can pop it up one more time. Okay.
You'll probably flip it the wrong way. No?
I know, it's gonna flip the wrong way. Boom. Let's do this.
It's flipped the wrong way.
I'm not too concerned.
Okay. Anyway.
So,
Alright, Machop.
you fall to the floor, you pick yourself back up, and he rolls, and he gets to go first. All right, then. Choose your Pokemon. I'm not letting you go past me until you battle me out. See who is the best. How about we make a deal? Whoever wins, 15 Pokebucks.
That's great. I don't think I have 15.
If you don't have 15 Pokemon, you spending your money at the market?
Well, you didn't give me that.
I didn't give you that much. I probably should start you off with maybe like 50 Pokebucks. I'll start you off with 50 Pokebucks.
Okay.
I keep taking away Pokebucks and not even giving you Pokebucks.
I think you gave us like 5.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. He then throws his Pokeball. So let me go ahead and get my actions. So I got my dice for my actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for his first action, he is going to use minor action, pull a Pokeball, throw the Pokeball in his range. So he is about, let me see if I can try to get placement. I'm gonna have to, you're gonna have to leave, mister. You're not in this story. Cool. Let's go ahead and add. He is about 15 spaces away from you, okay?
Okay.
And he is a pretty tough kid. If you didn't know.
Well, he's hiding in the grass, trying to pounce on unsuspecting travelers.
Yeah. pretty much.
Oh.
Let me go ahead and just put the tokens down.
So I liked that one guy's suggestion for the action point markers of Cheetos or Skittles or some kind of edible marker, so that way you could pay. You knew how many action points you used.
Yeah.
I did really like that that idea. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna use this action to do this, and then this action to do this, and yeah, that could be fun, actually.
The name's Rick, and you're going down.
We gotta have that sound cue.
I'm trying to stay away as much as I can away from Pokemon. I'm probably gonna be saying like Mon more often. I'm afraid it's like if we keep going and stuff, we're gonna be like hundreds of episodes of Pokemon, and then they're gonna be like, "What the heck is this?" Let's see. He is 15.
Mon in DC 20.
He is this many spaces away from you, and then his all of a sudden he throws out a Pokeball, and it comes out as a. You are not sure. You see like a little bug Pokemon pop out. Okay.
Do I not know anything about anything?
You can roll, unless you've seen it. I'm not giving you guys anything. I am the DM. I call this.
Yeah, I know you're a DM. I would think just base knowledge of living in this area, but anyway.
I call the shots.
It's a little bug Pokemon. Cool.
Pulls out his Pokeball. He has his net in one hand and a Pokeball in the other. Throws it up to a tree, and it pops open, and boom.
Oh, is it the camera?
You can see. Yep.
You probably want to get rid of that.
Yeah, I'll get rid of it right now.
Big black square. Oh, yeah.
I know. I need to get some lighting for it so I can start rolling. Cool. Yeah, you can see this bug Pokemon's up in this tree. Okay. And then he is going to use...
A tree?
Yep, in a tree now. Correct.
Okay.
Action. 2 action. And you've drawn out a Pokemon yet? You haven't drawn out a Pokemon.
Well, Machop, I think.
He is going to prepare. Okay, Machop's already out then?
Yeah.
Okay, so he is going to go ahead and focus, and it's going to look down at you. You see what appears to be a needle on the top of its head, and then it shoots out right at Machop. It goes fast, and it goes flying toward him. So it is going to be a... that's going to be a 20.
That is a heavy hit.
That is going to do 2 damage to you, to Machop, as it hits him. Ha! Take that! Good job, Ricardo. Let's do it again. He takes a disadvantage, but he's going to give himself advantage. Or cancel out that disadvantage. Oops. So it was a 12 plus 3, so that's 15.
That's a regular hit.
Another needle goes flying, hits you with 1 damage. Good job. See, my Pokemon is the best. Keep up the good work, Ricardo. Okay, it's your go.
Alrighty. So I'm able to freely enter a stance at the beginning of... I'm not close enough to actually hit him now.
Yeah, so when I built this monster and stuff, it's kind of cool because they had like a lot of options. It's basically a goblin, and you have different abilities that you can kind of add to it to change it up to make it kind of different. And the one that I chose was to go more sniper. This is not going to be your battle.
No.
You go down. Who cares?
I'm gonna go down. So I'm 15 spaces away.
You are... I will go ahead and pull out the marker. Let's see what we got. Yeah, these are pretty far away from you. I don't know what...
What's his range for his attack?
It's far. Don't question our game mechanic. Go question my game roll.
I am questioning your game roll.
Oh, wait. Wait up a second. 15 to 45 spaces.
So you had to be taking disadvantages.
15 to 45.
Okay, so it is 15 feet.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's put them up closer. Oops, no, don't do that. This is why I don't like maps. This is why I don't like maps at all. Because I am not skilled for some reason. But yeah, he is like right in this area. He's 15 spaces away. So, okay. 23, open him right here.
Alright, so I have to move. I have to use 3 actions just to get to you.
Yeah, this wasn't going to be an easy battle. Cool. You said 3 actions?
Uh-huh.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're right up there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are at the tree just above where it is at. Cool. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, Machop. Try to hit him.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if I have to use a stamina point. Like, it says that I can freely enter the stance at the beginning of the turn, but it doesn't say once per turn. It just says at the beginning of the turn. So if I have to move, then I can't really be in a stance, can I?
Good question. At the start of your turn. So basically, in the beginning of your turn. Yeah, it's a hard one.
Yeah, because it says,
because obviously first you're going to move, and then you're going to get
your turns. You can freely enter or swap into one of your monk stances.
Turn to swap to a different one. You'd have to spend an action point to swap.
Well, that's you can spend a stamina point to swap. Actually, I can use my stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll use my stamina point to put myself into bear stance.
Okay. What is the, remind me what the bear stance does for you?
Why?
Just...
Yeah. So bear...
Our audience.
Okay, the bear stance gives me +1 damage on heavy or higher hits with a melee.
Okay.
Now I can't use this because I'm going to be out of action points, but if I were to miss on my next turn, I would have advantage.
Gotcha.
So we're just going to go ahead and go for a regular attack then. That's all I can do because I only have 1 action point left because he was so freaking far away. And that's a nat 1.
Nice. I'm rolling better than
this is.
You know what? I am not gonna play a game where it's like, whatever. I want to protect the player. No, we're not protecting the player. This one. Cool. My turn. Right. Let's do this. Cool. 2 actions so that I can duck dive. Now, see, I don't understand this. What is required for a full disengage is 2 action points, right?
Uh-huh.
Correct. Well, I have this ability on my monster that says spend 2 action points to get a full disengage, which is kind of like, what? Like, I thought that was already a thing. Right. 2 duck dive takes the full engage move action and moves.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, awesome. Yeah. All of a sudden, this kind of bug creature just kind of slips around the tree and then just rolls into a ball, falls to the ground, and rolls right in between your legs and moves. Okay? So it's going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because it has an ability to move with a full disengage, which allows it, you can't do opportunity attacks on it. Right? Correct? A full disengage.
Yeah, full disengage, yeah. Because a regular disengage would give me a disadvantage. Full disengage.
Yeah.
So that's 2 of your actions.
2 actions, and then it's going to go ahead and fire back at you again.
Yeah.
1
I'm
action, and then it's going to be another one to get that advantage. Okay, let's do this. It's going to be a 20 again. You said parry, so what does that bring you up to?
Gives me a +5. So it's just a regular hit.
Okay, regular hit. So that's 1 damage to you again. Then
Yeah,
you shoot out and it hits you in the back.
I'm done.
Yeah, you don't have grip points?
Oh, I do. Freaking! I always forget about the stupid.
I'm done. I give up.
Yes.
Oh, I don't even want to give
Yes.
him grip points. Forget grip points. I don't even. He deserves to lose.
No. Okay. Yes.
Come
Grip
on.
point. Come on, Machop. You can do it. Okay, so we're good.
That's.
I always forget. I don't know why. I always forget about grip points.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll have a fully loaded grip point, and then. Sorry, Machop.
Okay, it's your go.
Come on,
That's it for me.
Okay, cool.
You haven't done any damage.
I know. He is going.
Yeah. I like this Pokemon. This is gonna be my starter Pokemon. He is just so determined.
Okay, so this one.
You have the bear stance right now
Yeah, but I'm going to switch.
at the start of your turn. Good.
But that's not. The sniper attack would not be considered a well, it would be melee martial attack, huh?
It's actually a ranged attack.
Okay, so yeah, okay, that doesn't help me out. So I'm gonna stay in bear stance then.
Okay.
How far away is he? How many?
He did a 5 movement, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to get up to him.
4, 5. Yep.
Okay. And
You're
then
right there, towering above this thing, but he looks so focused and he's like ready to just shoot another needle at you.
all right. And I will go ahead. I'll just use my last 2 actions to give myself advantage on the attack.
Okay.
Okay. That's gonna be 19.
A 19.
Yes.
That is going to be a heavy hit.
Cool. So that's 2, 3, 4.
She likes like
4 damage.
4 damage. Oh man. And you just smash this bug.
Just double fist like.
You finally catch it. Oh, the boy kind of likes to. What's wrong with you? Get your Machop out of here.
Sorry.
Here, take your Pokebucks and get that. Oh, Ricardo! Kind of picks up his Pokemon and dusts them off. It's gonna be alright. You can see him running to the Pokemon Center. Hey there, buddy!
Hey, that would have been me if you hadn't reminded me about the grip points.
I know, I shouldn't have.
No, it's good that you did.
It's a good. Cool.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get 15 Pokebucks then.
You get 15 Pokebucks, and we're gonna go ahead and give Machop 20 XP.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, how should I do this? Because if I'm playing now.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll probably separate it.
Okay, because I mean, I can just give that to the Graveler.
Mm-hmm. No, you have to use the Graveler
yeah.
in battle. Correct.
I have to
Which
build
would
my
have been a
Graveler.
tough battle for your Graveler, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I was a novice level, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think. Well, I'm definitely gonna build him differently, and that's something I will build him.
Yep.
Off screen, obviously.
On the
remind me, I need to do that.
Correct. On the next one, we'll probably run double your Pokemon, 2 Pokemon. So basically, she'll be taking her health, splitting it in 2 for some for Graveler and some for Machop, and then we'll go ahead and run her into a battle and see how well she handles with that. Okay, it's gonna be a cool mechanic. I know. What's your health at right now?
I'm only at 4 HP.
4 HP. So her trainer HP is when we take and we split it up. So if it's just a regular battle, she should be fine. But if she's running up against Team Rocket or a wild Pokemon, it can go directly to her trainer if they attack. So, yeah, it should be fun.
Yes.
Yeah. We are super excited. We're kind of growing our channel out a little bit more and stuff. We're kind of getting better running our live shows and stuff with our group. So we're hoping to continue doing that. And we're continuing doing this until the 0.9 for DC 20 comes out. And then we're going to get back into playing our game, our fantasy game, which we know and I know it's a lot more easier to play through. So compared to Pokemon, it's a bit of a challenge. But we do it. We're starting to have fun with it. So yeah.
Thank you, Punk the Dungeon. He says the setup looks great. We appreciate it. We definitely are enjoying playing, and here it's a lot easier to set up. And so yeah, it's been great.
Punk the Dungeon, let me ask you a question. Are you a D&D player or are you a Dungeons and Dragons player? Probably
No,
not.
I don't
Maybe
think he's
that's
ever played D&D in his
before.
life.
Yeah. Well,
Nope, not a nerd. Yeah, didn't,
not a
didn't
nerd.
take him
Yeah.
for it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Cool. Awesome. Well, we hope that you guys enjoyed. Hope that you enjoyed. We'll have to see you around Punk the Dungeon. And yeah.
Oh, 6'7" and muscles. Okay.
6 to 7 muscles. Okay, you don't have to go into detail here. We're not trying to
Okay. Uh, well,
bring my
thank
Weedle and
you.
beat the crap out of you. Punk the Dungeon.
Probably.
You
But
bring
he
your
needs his
bet.
sandwich. So you you gotta eat the sandwiches to make the muscles, right?
Well,
All right.
yep. Until next Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see you
I
next
think
time.
so. We
And our
will.
live show actually on Friday, I
Yeah,
believe. Our
yeah. I think
so,
that we're hoping to do Friday at 8 o'clock our time, which is Mountain Standard Time, and Saturdays we're aiming somewhere between 3 and 4, probably. A little bit earlier in the day, which means that I'm actually a little bit more awake. The kids have been dropped off at my parents' house, so we don't have to worry about stopping and taking care of that. But yeah, I think that's gonna hopefully be our schedule kind of going forward. So, yeah, we'll see you guys on Friday as long as
yeah,
our stuff works.
Friday. Have a good one.
Good
Until
night.
next time on the Days of Green.
Take care.